going to reshape the economy in good ways.
All right. Krlind Govender, what are the expectations you have from Donald Trump? Let us not forget that he is also inheriting, a very volatile geopolitical ecosystem at this point in time. There are two wars, going on at this point in time, both which Donald Trump says wouldn't have started had he been president, and both that will be ended by him.
Vanakkam, Namaskaram, Namaste, and Sunny Bonani from Cape Town, South Africa. Vineet Malhotra, really great to be on your show and on NewsX again. Thanks for inviting me. Vineet, your role in bringing together voices around pertinent issues and moments in time is so important, the global knowledge share and understanding of the battle of ideas. And while often there are varying and opposing views around the table, it's so crucial that we speak truth to power, and where we as the worldly community differ, that we aim to differ with friendship. So good people, we must respect democracy because it's certainly better than feudalism, especially in a multicultural world. However, one can credibly argue that much of the democracies across the world is either feudal in nature or supported somewhat to a large degree by much feudal and or oligarchical actions. Either way, the will of the people in the United States of America have elected Donald Trump as their president, and this must be respected. We need too often when politics is discussed and or the socioeconomic effects of politics is debated, people take an overly simplistic view as if there are only two sides to an answer. Politics is very layered and nuanced and should not really be looked at through the lens of a ball going back and forth in a tennis match. One does not have to always debate to win for a particular side. One can debate for broader understanding. So Vineet, I'm going to comment and raise issues in accordance with the more Indian diaspora pluralist framework of thought, because I think it's a better way of looking at both the singular and the multi. Since time immemorial, Indians have enjoyed integrating ideas, both written and verbal, because we know ideas lead to consciousness, which leads to actions. So what ideas, consciousness, and actions come about with Donald Trump being USA's 47th president? We all know that politics is about the interplay between self-interest and group interest, especially when it comes to governance of one of the world's global superpowers. So in a socioeconomic context, what does it mean for the world, and in particular South Africans? What does it mean for South Africans of Indian descent? What does it mean for the broader Indian diaspora and those with any form of Indian heritage? I'll kick off with some prevailing sentiments and local banter are the multilateral relations between USA and South Africa. President Trump's policies on reindustrialization and tariffs on American imports is often an interesting chat in South Africa. Reindustrialization is a good thing for a country from both the citizen and country growth perspective, but perhaps not for a foreign company manufacturing A, B, and C. Local industrialization increases local economic complexity, which simply put grows the economy, grows skills and education to meet the demand, and ultimately increases local job creation while limiting the dependence on foreign powers and services. Imported related tariffs forces aspects or components of imported goods to rely on a larger degree of a localized workforce and more money to the public coffers for local use. These policies are good for the American people, but perhaps not so good for offshore multinationals and other groups, including the BRICS group, which includes South Africa and India. Here's the thing though, South Africa needs the same industrialization and tariff policies and action to grow our country. Industrialization has largely been political rhetoric here in South Africa, but all those who want to see a positive change regarding poverty are in favor of it.
Okay.
Will Trump's economic ideas extend outside of America's borders and support industrialization in South Africa? Or will Trump's rule showcase a double standard to its trading partners? And in a South African context, having American foreign direct investment continue to reinforce the networks and purpose of colonialism and apartheid.
All right. Let me rope in Daniel Wagner also into this conversation. Daniel,